Everybody, my name's Josh.
My name's Aaron.
And you're watching Diner Discussions live on Facebook and Twitch.
Yeah.
We're moving on up in the world, my friend.
What's up, everybody? How's everybody's nights going?
Doing good on this side of the table.
Wait for a couple more people to get on and then we'll get started.
I'm gonna go ahead and pull this so we can read comments.
Okay. So, how is everybody tonight? I think we're doing pretty good.
Yeah, can't complain over here.
When Josh finally decided to show up.
Listen, sometimes things are out of your hands, and you just gotta fly by the seat of your pants.
What's up, Quack? How's it going, man?
We got Quack and we got Miss Allie.
Yeah, we're doing good. The sounds, I really worked hard on them, so hopefully it pays off. I think it's gonna be good.
Absolutely. I'm excited.
So, how's your week been?
It's been good. Finally got water out to the utility room and got the chair put together.
I thought you smelled better this week.
Yeah.
Yeah, I had to order parts for the freaking sink because apparently it was so ancient that they don't make that part anymore.
Yeah.
So, fun stuff.
Yeah. Allie, your dad is one of the funnest people I know. Sorry about that.
Yeah. So if you don't know, you can now get a Bigfoot license in Oklahoma.
Yeah, I saw something about that.
I know it's kind of old news, but it just still cracks me up, and I figured we hadn't had a chance to talk about it. It hadn't been appropriate, but today seems like the day to talk about it.
Well, and the funny thing is Tim Johnson over in Elmore, he has a giant Bigfoot cutout out in front of his house. So.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't know. How do you feel about that?
I mean, everyone's got to have their goofy thing that they believe in or, chase after or whatever. Some people have aliens, some people have Bigfoot,
Yeah, it's a tourist trap for sure, but my question is just the morality of it. Like, how, if you go out in the woods and just shoot stuff.
Yeah.
And then you claim, oh man, I thought it was Bigfoot. Like, how are they going to disclaim that,
I don't know. I don't know if they're legitimately, go out there and shoot everything. Are they, or?
I don't know. That's what I'm saying. I can kind of see the drawbacks to that part.
That gets a little bit hairy, but, I mean, surely that's not what they meant.
So, I don't know. I think it's funny, but I just hate that it's Oklahoma. Because we don't need that kind of press. I mean, already,
We were just getting over Joe Exotic.
Yeah.
And something else had to happen.
Yeah.
Put us back in the limelight.
Well, in that same vein, a guy told me one time to think of the most average guy ever that you can think of. Mm-hmm. And how stupid he is.
Oh, God.
Then you got to think that 20% of the population is dumber than him.
Oh, God.
And how scary that is. So... I'm assuming that that's probably a lot of it, but
yeah.
Hey, I mean, if it brings in more money for the state, then whatever.
Yeah.
I think it mostly is just going to be people that are like
missing.
Well, they're going to get the card, and that's going to be kind of like, oh yeah, that's awesome.
What's up, Miss Tanya Cook? How you doing?
Thank you, Allie, for sharing.
We appreciate you.
So, So for everybody, we have a number that you can call, and if you're listening to this on the podcast, you can call in next Monday. But if you're listening to this live, it's 405-277-0333. And
yes,
we'll be taking calls in a little bit. So is there anything that you've been like reading or watching or whatever?
I mean, this whole week's been a blur.
Yeah, it is.
I think it seems like it was 5 minutes ago we were recording our last episode, but between then and now, what was the name of the movie? It was an older movie with Tom Cruise in it.
Vanilla Sky?
No. He was like blonde hair, gray hair, and he had Jamie Foxx in a taxi.
Oh, yeah. Where he's like...
Starts with a C. I forget. Collateral.
Yeah.
Watched that, and that was a pretty good movie.
Yeah, it's been a weird week. I haven't watched a whole lot of anything.
Yeah.
I've been reading a little bit, but not much.
Yeah.
I have been working on the studio, and that's pretty much it, besides just trying to get the house in order.
You've been doing a lot. In this past week, we gained 2 sponsors.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, I'm pretty excited about one of them.
Absolutely.
The other one's pretty awesome, too, but I'm really excited about the other one. So.
And the funny thing is the one sponsor, before you told me, I saw one of their commercials on YouTube, so it was like really neat to hear that they wanted to sponsor us.
What number did I give you, Quack?
Call him. Call the number that we gave on live, the 0333 number. What's up, Ashley? Everyone give like a mean face to Ashley because she tried to kill us on last stream. Turn me down just a little bit in my ears. Thank you, sir.
Okay, so another thing that's been kind of going on is the kids are finally starting to get like summer fever, and spring break couldn't have came at a better time because they were getting tired of homework.
Well, they've been, I don't know. Me and I guess Allie's dad were talking about it on the way up to the city. They've kind of lived spring break for the past, few months.
Yeah. Yeah, it's been intense with them. I think like being at home has been weird because like you go to school, you got a certain mindset, and then you come home and then you do like you're playing and stuff. Well, when you're at home, like there's no distinction between playtime and homework time. So
you're all right. Ladies and gentlemen, Quack.
Thanks for doubting me.
No.
But yeah, so there's another news article that I was reading today called it says late stage pandemic is messing with your brain. And it says we've been doing this so long that we're forgetting how to be normal. And I thought that was very true. How do you feel about that?
I could see that. Like when it first started, I jumped headfirst into like the, I'm going to stay at home. I'm not leaving the house.
Yeah.
And if you stay at home by yourself, that's not good to just stay at home and not get out, not see another person.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't know. It is like, especially like even with the podcast, like we've had to get used to not like talking to people in person.
Right.
And I feel like I'm losing my communication skills as far as that goes.
I don't know. I could see that both ways. Like, I definitely feel like we've kind of picked up on talking to people, but
I mean, on the phone and stuff, yeah. But like, someone sitting across the table from me is a very different skill set than just talking on the phone.
But you got to figure before the podcast, I didn't like talking more than 2 seconds on the phone.
Yeah.
And now we talk for 2 hours at a time.
Thanks, James. I appreciate it. We've been working hard on it. I gotta get a couple more things done in here. We've got more sound paneling going up. I just bought the stuff for it. And we got a newer camera to play with, so it'll be fun. I mean, it's gonna only improve. The only problem right now is just learning how to do all this.
But we're learning.
Used to be we didn't have the tools. Now we do. We just got to figure them out. So
you remember back when all we did was record off the phone?
Yeah. Yeah, those were simpler times,
Oh,
though. Less things could go wrong, you know.
absolutely.
So, another thing that happened this week is Avatar retook the #1 best-selling movie of all time from Endgame.
That's crazy. You'd figure that the new Batman versus Superman would have took it. The Snyder cut.
Yeah. Well, Endgame was already hands above everything else, and then Avatar had been forever the #1. And I think what they do were like re-release it in China or release it for the first time in China. I'm not sure.
I don't know. That's the first I heard it.
Yeah. Well, I know it was in a different market, so
Yeah.
yeah. But congratulations to friggin' Avatar. How old is it now?
It's close to 10 years, maybe, isn't it?
Yeah, and Avatar 2 is never going to come out.
No.
They've been working on it for, like, I feel like by the time they get it done, it's going to be outdated. Like, all the equipment they use, everything's going to be...
They'll already have the science to make it a reality.
Well, and think about, like, just aging.
Yeah.
Like,
How are you
in
going
10 years, your actors are going to look different than they did when you started out.
How are you going to explain the giant 10-year age gap?
Allie, Josh is just ignoring you.
What did you say?
Gina said, my oldest two are in virtual, so it's always a vacation for them. Yeah. I hear that. My son thinks that school doesn't exist anymore. Like, he literally will be like, I don't have to do homework because I don't go to school.
Yeah.
I'm like, yeah, you do. It's just here.
I wasn't trying to ignore you. I promise. But, yeah, I can understand that. I'm kind of halfway the same way. You know, this is my home. This is, my relaxed place. I'm one of those people, I don't have the mindset to, okay, now you work, now you relax or whatever. So I can understand his mindset. Allie,
We're seeing them.
yeah, pop out and pop back in, I guess.
We have the studio ghost is back. One of our lights just failed. Just went off by itself. So, anyways. Yeah, we all see yours, Allie.
Yeah.
So, it's just you. But yeah, thanks for saying the sounds better. As like the better I get at mixing, the better it'll be. So anybody that's got pointers, especially you, James, hit me up.
James is your cousin that plays the guitar,
Yeah.
and he's out of state, right?
Yeah.
That's what I thought.
Yeah, he does production too.
Yeah.
So he knows what he's talking about. Not me.
Well, it runs in the family. You do good. You do real good.
So I heard some depressing news today.
Oh, gosh.
So 35 is early middle age.
No.
And they said that I think it was like 35 to 40 is early middle age.
In the words of Adam Savage, I reject your reality and I substitute my own. That's not.
Yeah. 41 to 55, I think is later middle age.
Yeah. I don't know. That's kind of one of the funny things is like, one of our guests was talking like when they were in their 20s, 40 looked old, and now they're getting into their 30s. It was the one right before Meg. I can't think of his name. Lyndall.
Yeah.
He said that.
Yeah, I
just age and time slip up on you.
yeah, I don't feel like an adult, adult. I think I say that almost all the time, but I really don't. There's like, to me, people in their 50s, like, at least, I mean, for the most part, feel like they know kind of what's going on, and I don't. I'm like,
what's up, Chelsea?
Constantly looking stuff up on YouTube.
Yeah. Well, and I think a lot of that is like growing up, they didn't have YouTube, so like they had to either know it or know someone who did.
Yeah. Well, that's what I was telling you. I feel like our generation has more knowledge.
Yeah.
But they have more hands-on experience.
Yeah.
And like more skills.
Yeah.
If that makes sense.
Yeah.
Because like
you didn't have to pull up YouTube for everything.
Yeah, my grandpa knew a lot of stuff because he had to fix it himself. There wasn't, like in town, like we're talking about Elmore City. It wasn't like, Norman was as easy to get to back then. Because, it was quite a trip. And they didn't go to Norman all the time.
Yeah.
So, he the washer breaks and he's taking it apart.
Yeah.
He's not calling some guy to come, or he's not taking it,
Yeah.
or having it shipped off by Amazon.
Yeah.
But yeah, Quack said he thinks that James Cameron is wanting to make more Avatar movies.
Oh, gosh.
And so how old is James Cameron?
I have no idea. He's an old fella.
Yeah, so
Older, than
he's
me.
one of the guys that he could figure out how to put his subconscious or his consciousness into like a computer and still be directing like Avatar 4 when he's like when he would have been like 110,
He's been dead for 20 years. He's still. Let's see here. We got Gina, I'm with you. Just now getting to the hang of getting old or being an adult or whatever.
Yeah, well, I'm not there yet.
Yeah.
I still call my grandma and say, "Hey, how do I do this?"
Yeah. Let's see here. We got Chelsea saying, now that it's getting nice again, we need to play Magnet Hill Day.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. I forgot about that.
Yeah.
Absolutely,
This
Chelsea.
month is pretty much booked, but next month, definitely hit us up.
Yeah.
I don't want to overbook ourselves like we did last year. Last year we got really excited and we booked out till like 6 months, and things happen, and
Well, life happened.
yeah, well, and on both sides, on their side too. So I mean,
Yeah.
there was a couple times where we looked forward to something for like 3 months, hyped it up, and then it didn't happen.
Yeah.
So I don't want to be that guy that disappoints all the time.
But now we've got experience, and now we're doing things just a hair different. We're doing it the right way. We're getting it done. Yeah. So.
My dad is 72, and I refuse to call him old or let anyone else. So in my early 40s, I'm just a young pup.
There you go.
There you go. I think age
is more.
Age is a number, and it's how you feel. Because, like, I don't think you're old until first you stop learning stuff. I think once you kind of just get set in your ways, I think that's when you get ready for death, kind of. Like, you just make your... You know what I mean? Like, you're just like, okay, now I'm preparing for the other side.
Well,
But I think once you're, like, if you're still learning and still trying, and you're still mobile for the most part, I think it's a lot easier to not age, like, mentally as fast.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know about the mobility part, but
well, I mean, once you start not being mobile, your body starts breaking down faster, is what I mean, like, as far as old goes.
Yeah, I could give you that.
Yeah, I am older than you.
I'm older than everybody in chat right now.
Josh is the old man.
I don't like that.
He has an old soul, and he's old, so I don't make him that what you will.
But I still have a sense of adventure, so.
Yeah, we could strap Josh's bike to the top of the van and go check it out. I wonder if it would, too.
Gina? I mean, that makes sense. Allie, you are a kid. You're a kid for, like, another 10 years.
It really cracked me up that Allie called me and Megan adults one time. She was like, yeah, but it looks like y'all act like you have it together. And I was like, honey.
Oh, no.
Yeah, you don't see what happens behind closed doors when me and Megan are like, panic. Something happens and we don't know what's going on. It's stressful, and we're just like, we don't know what to do. So we literally just kind of pray about it and hope for the best.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, it can go one of two ways. It can be, ruining, or we'll survive and laugh at it later.
Well, it's kind of like that thing I always say is, all right, the hard part's over.
Yeah.
As long as you keep saying that, I guess it gets easier. Or
except for getting older.
Yeah.
The hard part is just starting.
No, gosh.
I think the main thing of turning 30, like, I still don't feel 30. I feel 25 or so. But the thing about turning 30 that I've realized that's different than before 30 was that I feel my body, if that makes sense. Like, when I do something, I feel it. Like, used to, I would, if I was running outside and I tripped and rolled, like, it was like, it hurt for maybe a couple seconds and it was over, whatever. Now it's like days.
You have to lay down and, like,
and cry.
Figure out.
Not really, but just like gasp for air.
Does everything still work?
Yeah, my kids are like, Dad's dying. But yeah.
No, I don't have a mortgage.
No. I'm renting to own. So.
Yeah, same here. Do both of you know Ernest? There was a girl.
Oh yeah, Ernest was like a big character in my childhood.
Well, and the funny thing is he grew up. He was doing the Mellow Yellow before.
Yeah.
He was even acting.
Yeah, he died too soon. R.I.P. Ernest. But my kids just recently got introduced to him last year, and they loved it. Especially the littler ones. The older one was kind of like, what? Like she enjoyed it and laughed, but it was kind of like at arm's distance, where it was like, what is this?
Yeah.
But yeah, she, the little one was squealing with laughter. I recently, like, I cut out part of it, but I recently showed them Beverly Hills Ninja.
Oh gosh.
And, I was in the bedroom. Like I went in there to change, was coming back out, and I heard this like shrill noise, and I like kind of walked quickly down the hallway, and Lindsay is like holding her face under the blanket, screaming, laughing, because Chris Farley. I don't know why I said that, but yeah, he's just doing his shenanigans, and it's crazy.
Absolutely.
She loved it, and I guess I had never showed her a movie like that before, where slapsticky,
Yeah. Well,
so
now that Jim Carrey's older and Chris Farley is passed, those kind of movies are kind of long gone or whatever. Seems like.
What's your favorite Ernest movie?
Mine?
Chelsea.
Oh.
I mean, you can answer too. I was just asking her too. Land Before Time and the OG Magic School Bus. Yeah.
Nice.
I haven't watched the new one. Does it hold a can? I mean, like, did they stay true to the original at least on Netflix? My kids have watched it, but I haven't seen it.
I tried to watch the Carmen Sandiego thing, and it was altogether different.
I'm not the kind of dad that runs into the living room and is like, "This ain't the real one."
Yeah,
but
shut it off.
I did get on to Hannah because they were trying to watch Aladdin, and she goes, "I want to watch the real Aladdin," and I was like, "The cartoon was the real one."
You take that back.
Yeah. She meant the live action, but I knew what she meant, but I was just giving her a hard time.
Oh,
yeah. Like Will Smith did a phenomenal job. I really did enjoy that movie, but nobody can touch Robin Williams. Like he was like in a class of his own. So anything that he like Mrs. Doubtfire, if anybody remade that, I would be upset.
They were talking about it, weren't they?
They were talking about making the Back to the Future series with Tom Holland.
Oh no!
Because of that deep fake.
Yeah.
He said that he said that it's a perfect movie and he wouldn't touch it. But if they wanted to like redo that scene that they did the deep fake with him and
Michael J. Fox.
No, Robert Downey Jr.
Oh God.
That he would do just that little scene just as like a
homage or whatever.
Yeah, to the deep fake.
Listen. Tom Holland, do not touch Back to the Future.
I don't think he wants any part of that.
Don't
Can you
do
imagine it would be career suicide at that point.
Tom Holland, I will hunt you down.
Don't touch Spider-Man. Have you watched Cherry with him in it? The new movie that just came out?
No, there was a movie on Netflix where it was like in the 1920s or whatever, and he was in that.
Oh yeah.
But I forget the name of it.
Do you know what Cherry's about? Like, have you seen the previews of this?
No.
Well, it's
I don't watch TV hardly.
It's like I really haven't sat down to watch it, but I've seen it. Like it's come on YouTube a couple times when I was watching videos. But like there's some kind of mist that's around his head that tells his inner thoughts, and so he can't, and he was having trouble like hiding his thoughts.
Yeah.
Like one guy thought he was calling him a snake. He's like, snake, snake, snake.
Oh, God.
And the guy's like getting mad, but there's a snake behind him. So.
Yeah.
I mean, it looked good. I heard critics pandered it, but, they've done that with a lot of really good movies, so.
It almost sounds like it's trying to be another Inside Out kind of thing, or.
Well, I was thinking more of like a Bird Box type movie.
Yeah.
I think it's a thriller. Has anybody seen that? Let me know. Hold on. I gotta look at this real quick. Allie says it looks lame, the new Magic at the School Bus.
But then again, I mean, like, there's a guy on YouTube that, like, all he does is talk about movies and stuff, and he was talking about, or I asked him about remakes, if they'd ever quit doing remakes and just make original movies, and he was like, well, Scarface is a remake. Yeah. That's one of the best movies out,
Well, The Thing is one of my favorite movies, and it's a remake. The original one, like the OG one, was black and white.
Yeah.
Justin Robinson said Robin Williams is a genius man. Patch Adams' An Awakening is great. Yeah,
Absolutely.
there's a lot of like more serious films that he did. What's that one where he was like he was in heaven or like searching for his wife and like the afterlife?
I don't remember that one.
I have it on DVD, but I bought it right after he died.
Yeah.
I had it on order before he died. He got here after. And it's one of those that I'm like, I don't know if I can watch freaking Robin Williams in the afterlife after he just passed away.
Oh,
like,
gosh.
that's too much.
That's too soon.
I still watch that video where he talks about, you know, everybody that's funny is sad.
Mm-hmm.
And just knowing, like, what we know about how he had, you know, like brain issues that caused him to want to kill himself, that just makes me really sad. So it's hard to watch.
Yeah, absolutely.
But someone who was in pain and nobody but really close to him people knew.
Yeah.
Because I had no idea. It was really shocking.
Quack's back.
Yeah. They had script for a second Mrs. Doubtfire before he passed. Oh, that would have been good, though. Like, think about it. Like, if he would have came back for that role.
But, I mean...
It's pretty, well, a perfect movie, though.
Yeah,
I mean, as far as, like...
They tied it together right there at the very end where she knew that he was... So, I mean...
Hopefully it wouldn't be like a Big Mama's House, too.
Yeah. I just decided I'm going to keep dressing like this.
It was like Eddie Murphy, I think, fell down that hole with, like, the clumps and stuff.
Yeah.
Like, I think anybody that does something too many times, like...
Nutty Professor.
Yeah, the Nutty Professor or like Medea. Like, I think there's like a good number and then it becomes a cash grab and everybody knows. Like, as long as you keep it honest, I think like the Marvel movies for me, like as long as they keep making them with passion, I feel like it'll be good.
And all the Marvel movies were different. Like
Yeah.
the Medea movies, I used to have a girlfriend and I'd go over to their house and like before they even started the movie, I said, I know exactly what's going to happen in this movie. I've never seen it. And, like, I would tell them the whole plot line.
What's your favorite Medea quote?
I don't like Medea. I do not like
at
Medea.
all?
No.
Oh my gosh.
Like,
I think
like this girlfriend and her family only watching Medea ruined Medea for me. It's
What Dreams May Come. Yes, that's the movie with Robin Williams. Everybody needs to at least check it out. It's him being more serious. It's kind of like Jim Carrey's 24. That movie, like, it's just
23.
23? Was it 23? Oh, anyway, whatever. 24 is my favorite number, so
24 is the sequel to 23.
yeah, it's the one that I don't. It's a remake. You know, the cash grab we were talking about. No, but everybody should watch that because I feel like it's kind of like music. I feel like people get stuck in like this thing where they're like, oh yeah, Taylor Swift can only make country music, or you know, the Zac Brown band can only be country. They cannot make another album of any genre, and that's not how it works. People aren't just one-sided.
Well, you can't put anybody in a box, including yourself. You know? Once you put someone in a box and they do something different, they're going to disappoint.
Yeah, and I think it's like that. It's very scary. That's why, you know, people like Madonna and, you know, Prince kind of always stood out to me because they continually reinvented themselves and then didn't take any crap. Like, they were just like,
this is who I am today.
yeah, this is who I am for right now, and you can either like it or you don't buy my album. Like, I don't care. And that was kind of a cool, you know, because a lot of people apologize today, and I feel like there's
way too much of it.
well, there's a time and place for it, and some people, when they're really sorry, you can tell.
Yeah.
But anyways, that's just my 2 cents on that.
Yeah.
But yeah, as far as like the brain thing with the COVID, going back to that.
Wow, we rabbit trailed.
Yeah, in a good way though.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't know. Do you guys feel that way? Do you feel that us being in, you know, kind of locked down, even if it's self-imposed, like, do you think that it's changed your personality, and like, do you think it's going to be easy to just go back to normal, or normal?
I think pre-COVID, like, we were living on excess, and you know, everyone was, you know, high and whatever.
Well, you promised tomorrow almost in that way.
And then post-COVID or during COVID, it's like you're basically flight or fight survival, you know, if that makes sense.
Yeah, well, think about it this way. We all thought that Chongwa would be there forever.
Yeah.
And so we didn't always go when we should have. Like, you know, like, oh, well, we can just go later.
Yeah.
And now, you know.
Man, we haven't brought up Chongguan forever on the podcast.
I know, we're bringing it back. Season 2, baby.
Season 2.
What did Quack say? Insomnia?
Insomnia. I don't think I've seen that. What's the movie where he's like the weird guy that works at the store and like kept pictures of people? I think that's the only serious, one of the only serious movies I've seen of his.
Yeah.
You know what I'm talking about?
Hold on just a second. Let me fix the audio in here. What's up, Jimmy? How's it going?
How's it going, Jimmy?
Yeah, we're new to this live streaming on Twitch, so if it sucks, we'll fix it later and redo it.
We'll scrap it and start from the beginning.
Yeah, we'll throw it out in the dumpster.
Light it on fire.
The camera too. No, not the camera. The camera was expensive. Okay. Let's see. So this isn't too controversial. You don't really have to tell me how you feel. I'm not gonna really talk about how I feel about it. It's just the does the principle of a law matter? Like, does the spirit of a law matter?
What do you mean? Like, give me an example.
Like, if I was to say, like, no eating in the studio, and then you laid down with like your legs in the studio and we're eating outside the studio with your head, you know what I mean, like laying down at the door.
Yeah. If you said no eating in the studio, I would assume that there's a good reason no eating in the studio. You know.
Well, I'm just like, that was just a funny example, but like, you know, like is finding loopholes like morally sound? You know what I mean? Like, that's kind of the question that I'm asking.
It kind of depends on the area, I guess. It's kind of like we were talking about Airline Road on that one podcast with, I forgot his name again. The guest before last. And
Lendl.
Lendl, yeah. It's a different name. It is. It's a different name.
There's
And
a lot of Lendls.
First Lendl I've ever known. And he said that no one ever travels the speed limit on Airline Road, not even the police.
Yeah.
You know, stuff like that. I can understand, you know, bending the law or whatever, as long as you're not going, 90 to nothing.
Next time you see Josh in a vehicle, even if like he's just in the back and he's going down airline, just pull him over. You heard. But so I don't know. So Trump kind of found his way back into tweeting.
Oh,
and I'm not like, this is not political. This is just, he did it, and he's the only one I've known that's done this. So I just want to know like what the morality of this is, like what Twitter should do. Okay, so Twitter banned Trump, right?
Yeah.
They banned him. He's banned for life. Whatever. Doesn't, like, I don't lose any sleep over either way. But now he's writing letters on letterhead, and then his kids are tweeting pictures of the letterhead, and they're basically just tweets.
Yeah. I don't know. I mean, like, that's the equivalent of you and me getting banned and then coming back with an alternate account.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. But, like, is that, like, so should Twitter ban the kids because that's kind of breaking the spirit of the rules?
I mean, they found a loophole. More power to them. I don't know if they should get banned, but they definitely found a loophole.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. And I wanted to hear, like, people's perspective on that. Like, if you take Trump out of the equation as, like, the person,
yeah,
and just make it, like, a case study, like, I feel like that person gets banned easily.
Yeah.
But, like, can Twitter do that because it's Trump and how big he is or whatever?
And, I mean, they technically only banned him. They didn't ban his kids, so.
Well, I know, but that's like, Twitch has a rule that if, say you get banned from Twitch, and I'm on live, and I'm talking to the camera, and you walk around in the background, and, like, they see you and identify you, then I can get banned too. Because that's an easy way for you to, like, get back into on the platform.
I don't agree with that.
Yeah.
Because, what happens if I'm just in the background? Like you were saying. I don't think that's fair, right, or legit.
I don't know. But that's kind of what's going on. That's kind of the whole moral dilemma on that. I don't know. Tell us what you think. Like, if somebody gets banned and they find their way back on somehow, Should people be able to ban them? Should a platform be able to ban a person in the first place? Like, just let us know what you think in the comments. I would be interested to see both sides of that.
I don't know if it's true or not. Oh, crap. I accidentally got out of the podcast. I don't know if it's true or not, but I've heard that, like, Oklahoma passed a law, or if they're working on passing a law to where Facebook can't do that. Like, they can't impede on your freedom of speech or my freedom of speech. Or not just Facebook, but social
freedom
media.
of speech is only the freedom of speech if it's not endangering people, I think. I don't know. But that's getting kind of political, but I just wanted to kind of know, like, as far as rules go, like, if you find a loophole, should your account be banned? I don't know. It's kind of a gray area.
Yeah.
I don't know how I would feel, but I wouldn't be doing that. So, I mean, kind of, but what did Justin say?
Justin said, definitely. We were so used to being out and doing things every day. Now we're having to adjust and alter our living and work arrangements because now we have to learn how to enjoy home without killing everyone. LOL.
Yeah.
Well, that's true.
Yeah, I definitely agree with that. It's been weird. Like, my social anxiety's gotten higher. Used to, I could walk up to people and talk to them, ask them what I need, whatever. And now it's like, I kind of have to I have to work myself up to it. Like, I'll go look at stuff, and then I'll see somebody standing over there that may know what I need, and I'm like, okay, now let's go talk to them, like, kind of thing, which is silly.
And I think this podcast has kind of helped you open up a little bit more about that, or with that.
But, yeah, so are you listening to any music? Like,
yeah, there's an artist called Prof, Prof.
Yeah.
And I found him on Facebook because I was going through the videos, and there was a guy that looked like Mr. Rogers rapping, which was funny to me.
Yeah,
and
that is pretty funny.
I started listening to all his other music, and he's a pretty solid, dude, I think. Yeah. I like him.
Yeah, you sent me a video. I hated the first part just because of, like...
that voice?
No, like the noise that it made. It sounded like scratching a chalkboard kind of to me. But after that, it was very enjoyable. I hadn't had time to, like, look into more of his catalog, though.
Yeah.
So Zach Bryan is a fellow Oklahoman. He's a country singer. In fact, I'm trying to get him on the show. Like, I've reached out, and I haven't been able to. But he's kind of getting really big right now, so it's kind of hard. But his whole new album is good. That Oklahoma song that I showed you where he's making music in a Bronco, like driving across Oklahoma, that was pretty cool. I loved that music, like that song. My kids sing it all the time.
Yeah.
And then, let's see, NF's new music that he just dropped, Clouds, and then he dropped a new music video with Hobson, which came out of left field for me. I didn't expect them to have any crossover, but it was dope.
Yeah.
So.
DC, you should be able to go through Twitch, I think, shouldn't he? Aren't we on Twitch also?
It says we're live.
Are we not live over there, DC?
We got bad frame rates. It's probably because we're on Facebook, too. I'm just going to stop it. I got to get better internet for that.
He said he was trying to watch a big game with Spinny Circle for a while.
Yeah.
Well, in any case...
it was down to 30.
Yeah. So. We're glad you're here watching us here, so...
yeah. Eventually, we'll be on Twitch, and it'll be good. I got to figure out the internet. I just ran Cat 8 cable, so it's not a cable issue anymore. It's directly connected.
AT&T.
Yeah, it's AT&T. Google Fiber. I think, like Allie said, I'm going to try to get Starlink. I think that's the way to go.
You should all call AT&T and complain on our behalf.
Yes. Diner Discussion needs faster internet.
Just Diner Discussion needs faster internet.
So,
yeah, I think their faster internet's like, what, 12 meg? It's not fast.
I got higher than that, but that's the problem is it's only high when everybody's asleep.
Yeah.
Like my kids and stuff, like if my kid has a tablet out and I'm watching TV and I'm on my phone, our internet drops.
Yeah.
And it shouldn't. Like three little devices should not like completely destroy the internet.
Yeah.
But yeah, another band that I'm listening to is Coin. They just released an album called Green, Blue plus Indigo Violet, and it's like this moody melodic chill music, and I'm really digging it. Put it on before I go to bed. Kind of like brings me into like a sleep mode.
Yeah.
Like, not that they're boring or anything. It's just super chill and
Relaxing.
vibey.
Yeah.
Yeah. They definitely have some artistic music where it's like you have to be in the mood to listen to it. It's very non cookie cutter, you know.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, Suddenlink sucks.
Yeah. I remember living down the hill from here, and anytime it rained, you were guaranteed to have the slowest internet in town because of Suddenlink.
Yeah. We'll post all of our favorite recommendations for this week in our Discord. And Allie, if you would please post the Discord link in the comments.
If you want my recommendation, do a Spotify search for Prof, P-R-O-F, and just listen to everything.
All the things.
All the things. What's up, Pamela Berry?
Yeah, let me change music so it's not annoying to everybody.
Instrumental music is very instrumental.
Nice dad joke. Okay, so in the news today, yesterday was when I put this down.
Yeah.
Police arrested a 50-year-old Bucks County woman for sending her teen daughter's cheerleading coaches fake photos and videos depicting her rivals naked, drinking, and smoking.
I saw that. That's crazy.
To try to get them kicked off the squad, according to media reports. So my question is, like, what do we do about deep fakes?
I don't know. I mean, that's almost inflammatory, or what's the word? Slander. Like another word for slander.
Yeah, it can be.
Because you're ruining someone's reputation with, fake nudies and all that kind of stuff.
It's... Everything can be used for good and evil.
Yeah.
I feel like if they get good enough, we can have, like, this... like when stars pass away.
Do like a Tony Stark at the end of Endgame speech.
My question with that is, like, when stars pass away, do we have the rights to, like, their image, their voice, all that
creepy
stuff? Because, like, what they did with, in Star Wars. They did it, like, twice, I think.
Yeah, I don't know.
Carrie Fisher and the...
Yeah.
What's his name? The older man?
General Grievous.
Yeah.
I think that was his name. I don't remember.
No, I don't think so.
It was something General... I'll remember as soon as the show's over.
All I know is I feel like... I don't know. You can't get their permission. I think
if you ask the family, and even then that's kind of sketchy.
Well, unless they sign something that says, like, later on in life you can use my images however you want. I think that's okay.
Yeah.
But, like, I don't know. Consent needs to mean something, and I think when you use someone's image, you're basically, like, using them like a puppet, and that can be kind of immoral.
Well, and they were talking about James Dean forever ago. They were talking about doing a movie with him, and he's been dead for years. Mm-hmm. So,
ever heard of the magnetic field? Squack said.
Yeah, we have the Magnetic Hill.
No, I think he's talking about music.
Oh, no, I haven't heard of him. We'll have to check him out.
Paul Walker, I felt, was like a tribute to him, and it was more like a way to write his character off in like a very meaningful,
classy kind of way.
Yeah, I think they handled that one really well. I think that was like a beautiful like homage to him and his character and all the work and the fact that he was the face of the franchise. Pretty much.
Spoiler alert! I was kind of glad that they.
It's like
no.
I was gonna say it's like 8 years.
I was talking about mine. I was glad that they didn't end Princess Leia in that explosion. Like they were kind of hinting that they would.
Yeah.
I was like, that would be, pardon my French, that'd be a rat bastard way kind of to say, oh, she's gone now.
Well, what sucked is that they killed off Han, and then they should have reversed it.
Yeah.
He should have killed his mother, and then, because Han could have lived on. I mean,
yeah.
Because he didn't pass away in real life.
Yeah.
But, whatever. There's a lot of other problems with Star Wars that people have. So.
Hey, Star Wars is a flawless movie. It's a family picture.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, like Skywalker and Mark Hamill.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. When they made him really young, that was disturbing to me a
Yeah.
little bit. I mean, it was awesome seeing him, but then as soon as he talked, I was like, eh.
Yeah. It looked a little PS2.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, Disney's got big money, so
Well,
you would think that it would look flawless.
And you would. It's just a TV show, so it's only a few seconds long. So, I mean, I could understand why they wouldn't invest just billions in it, but.
Saddest story ever told. We'll have to look it up. Post it in our juke spot on the Discord. We'll definitely check. That's one thing that I'm hoping picks up is everybody go to our Discord. Everybody go to the juke spot and just like spam it with music. I'm trying to stay on top of it by creating a playlist on Spotify, and I'll make it public as soon as I get enough music. But there was a freaking piece of fuzz flying in my face. But yeah, I want to hear. Like, I love discovering new stuff. So if you like something, post it.
It'll definitely be cool to have like the most elaborate sounding playlist ever.
Yeah.
I think our buddy Durple does that.
Yeah.
So.
So another thing is we have like Josh said before, we have a new sponsor, and today's show is brought to you by Mudwater. Whether you were sick of the jitters from the Office Keurig or GMOS Celestial Seasonings, wasn't quite cutting it. Mud gives you the energy and focus in a manner that is quite just right. With 1/7 of the caffeine of coffee, Mud leans on a bunch of ingredients to give you natural energy, focus, and immune support without having to worry about the jitters or sleeping at night. To experience this and check out all the Mudwater products and gear, click the link on the Diner Discussion Facebook page today, and welcome to your new morning ritual.
Absolutely. And the funny thing about Mudwater is like maybe an hour before he told me that they were going to be a sponsor, I saw their commercial on YouTube, and it was funny and it looked good too. So
yeah, it's so I heard it tastes like a chai latte.
yeah.
They put cocoa in it and some other stuff, and when you actually open the container, the powder is similar to cocoa powder. Like looking. So don't think that, like, don't get turned off by the name. Like, it does not taste bad. They add cinnamon and some other ingredients to make it taste good.
They're going off the old diner thing, calling coffee mud.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. And so it's I never try to drink coffee ever because I do get kind of shaky when I drink a lot of caffeine. So I mean, I even drink Diet Coke caffeine free because I'm that weak. So like, this is perfect. It has mushrooms and some other ingredients that are actually healthy for you. And so, I mean, it just adds that on top. So it tastes good. It makes you feel good. It doesn't give you the jitters. Now, if you're like looking for like a hit of caffeine, this is not for you.
get some Mountain Dew.
Yeah. But if you're in the same boat as me, where you're not really enjoying, like, you're having to stay up all night if you drink a cup of coffee like in the afternoon, try this. You won't regret it. And
What's up, Erica?
we can just, we got the link, go click it.
Absolutely.
We'll get, some kickback, and you can get a good product. So, help us to help you.
You were talking about that hot cocoa.
Yeah.
Did you see on YouTube where the thing is where you can't get hot cocoa wet? It's hydrophobic.
Yeah.
That's kind of cool. I never thought about that, but
Well, hot cocoa in water will dilute.
well,
In milk, it will not. Have you ever done that before?
yeah. But I mean, like
Like, if you just dip it, yeah.
yeah,
But it creates like a pocket.
yeah,
Yeah, I used to do that when I was little. Something about heating it up or putting it in hot water, like, it melts down. But like, if you try cold milk and try to stick, like, kind of like hot, like making it like Nesquik, it don't
Yeah.
work.
No.
You just, like, every drink you just getting dry powder in
Yeah.
your mouth. It's so gross. But all right, guys, it is March Madness time again, and if you want to be in our NCAA tournament pick'em group, we're going to release a link on our Facebook page. They must be turned in by midnight on Wednesday, but don't let that fool you. You got a lot of time. I mean, it's fun. It's on the link. They do everything for you. All you do is click the buttons, like which team you think is going to win, if you have no clue and don't watch basketball, it's still fun. Like, I mean, you can pick them by mascots, colors, whatever. We don't care. We just want to have a group, and we're going to have a prize. And that's right, there will be a prize for the winner. So, I mean, why not play?
You get to eat a meal with us.
Yeah. No. Josh is paying. Obviously, that's the second prize. So we might do something like that. We may give something away for first prize. Second prize gets a meal, like with us, like, and be on the podcast, like, for free, and we'll chill.
We can go to Happy Days and get a Big Bopper.
Yeah. The Big Bopper.
The Big Bopper.
Or like the kitchen sink from
the same place.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Yeah. The same place.
Yeah.
They got a lot going on over there. But yeah, we look forward to playing against you guys. It's going to be fun. I think it'll be cool to see, like, I watch basketball. I love basketball. I know all about it. Josh, he doesn't really watch it.
I'd rather sleep.
Yeah, so it'd be cool to see the dynamic. Like, my wife always wins. And, you know, I don't know how. She just picks to pick, and I actually watch the season and see how these, but that just kind of lets you know that you don't have to know anything about basketball to get lucky. So that'll be fun. Mm-hmm. So yeah, we'll post a link and we'll make a group and make it public, and everybody can join and see how you fare. Mm-hmm. We might do this yearly too. I think it'd be fun. Yeah. Stonks and sports. So I think we can take a few calls. I gotta walk over to the phone to hit okay, but it'll be all right. We'll figure out how to do this. I got another phone we can use next time. Yeah. I didn't think about it. For some reason, we had the camera out, and I was thinking camera, but whatever.
We're still learning. We're still a little grassroots, but we'll get there eventually. We're doing good.
If everybody wants Josh's number, I can give you that. Just send me a message.
Yeah. give him my old number.
Yeah. You can call him and complain.
Oh, gosh.
I hate your show, you know, along those lines.
So, shout out the number. Give them the number. Okay.
The number is 405-277-0333. We're going to see who we got on there. The live is going to pause for just a second while I look, and then we'll take calls, and we'll have you on live. So if you want to be on and talk live, you can call. If not, just text me. Because, you know, or leave a voicemail, whichever you'd like to do. We got voicemails from earlier we're going to listen to, and we're going to probably take a few. I don't know how many. Mm-hmm. We're not going to make it go on forever. No. We're getting close to an hour, so here we go.
So now that he's gone, and I have you all to myself.
Yeah. All right, hold on just a second, guys.
Yeah. We have to go.
Yeah, what's one thing that you regret, but you also are glad that you experienced?
I don't know. What about you? You think of something, I'll probably have something thought up.
I think just not making it in college.
Yeah.
And how that's changed everything, but it's also been a really big growing experience.
Yeah.
And I've taken that and, like, applied it to my life on how not to do things.
Yeah. I'll go with different denominations in church. Like, I used to be one denomination, then I left that for a while and I joined another denomination. Basically, you just learn that people are people. They want to believe in something, you know, whatever it is. And, you know, I don't know. I think that's probably a good answer.
Yeah. Quack, if you're watching, if you'll call in, I will answer your call.
Call us, Quacky Boy.
Do it.
Quackers. Ring.
Do it, Quack.
Do it, Quack.
Do it for the children.
Quack, call us. Call us now. 1-405-277-0333.
God dang it.
Quack. Quack, why don't you call
me? Have him call you. No. God dang it. Okay.
Hold on one second.